Hi there. This is Becky, and this is indeed gentle yoga. A couple things that you're going to want to, while I situate, sorry about that, situate that camera here. I want to make sure that you can see me and hear me. I'm going to assume that that's a yes. Yes. So when I get to standing up, you'll let me know if you can't see the top of my head. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You will see that I have next to me today a chair. We're going to do legs up the wall later on, and you're going to want something. You can take your phone or your laptop with you, either against a wall or a piece of furniture. I've got a stairwell here. Anything will work. So look around your room and see where you might be able to literally take your legs up the wall today. And we won't do that at the beginning. So hold on, we'll do that a lot later. I have only one tool with me, my handy folded towels, which is really nice if you don't have a block or you don't have a strap, because you can sit right on there. You can use a little skinny pillow or something like that. So that's all you need today is your space. And if you want to turn on some music in the background, you're welcome to do that. I'm not going to play anything here. Always recommend meditation or yoga type music, of course. And we want to just be sure that you're aware that this is gentle yoga. Again, my name is Becky, and we will go one step at a time. So no worries about any flowing and trying to understand choreography or not being able to get the pose. In fact, we want you to find and establish each pose unique from the next. And that's one of the reasons why I do one step at a time, but also most importantly, so you can listen to your body. Listen to your body today, right? You're a different person right now than you were this morning or yesterday. And I say this often, so please be aware of your body and how you feel, and please don't try to push into any position of pain. We want you to have success and feel good about this. That doesn't mean that you might not stretch things, that's our goal, but never moving into pain. Two things we do, little gifts at the beginning, at the end, I think are really essential to gentle yoga. To pause and take a moment to center. We'll do our breathing. We'll start here right now and just get yourself settled. And we'll do that for just a few minutes. And if I give you, I give you some things to think about. And if that resonates with you to help you focus on breath, great. And if it doesn't resonate with you, all I want you to do is breathe, okay? And then at the end of class, we'll finish with Shavasana and some relaxation. And I'll watch the clock for you on that one. But don't skip that gift, okay? So let's settle in. We've got a comfortable seated position. If you need to extend a leg or two, that's fine. Some of you like to start laying down, and that's always okay too, because we want the spine to lengthen. Let's draw in our first deep breath. Nice and deep inhale, and feel your spine reach to the sky. And as you exhale, wow, let your shoulders relax. Try to release some of the burdens of the day. Big inhale and feel your lungs. Feel them to their fullest. Feel your chest go broad. And exhale and push out any stale breath from deep in your belly. Deep inhale into any tight spot you might be feeling. And even deeper exhale to release any tension. And try it again. I've got a lot of tight spots these days. Inhale in, exhale, allow some release. What I want you to do is find your own deep breathing rhythm. Nice deep inhale, equally or longer deep exhale. Let each breath grow deeper, slower. That will help trigger your parasympathetic system, your calming system. Let those brain waves lengthen and slow with your breath as well. Helps reduce stress, your blood pressure. Release any expectations if you can. And as you find that breath, welcome in the positive and healing that it brings you. So many stressful situations these days. I want you to know with this deep breath, you can find a place of calm, a place of sanctuary. Just start with that deep healing breath right here. Try to breathe in that calmness and peacefulness and push away reactionary and emotion. Breathe in deep and acceptance of what's within. You're good enough. And push away judgment. Release it with your exhale. And as you breathe in, be reminded of your self-compassion, your love for yourself. You're doing everything you can these days, every day. And exhale away any of those expectations and scorekeeping. And let the clarity and calm flood through your body, just like that deep breath does. Letting that breath grow deeper and deeper. Inhaling through the nose if you can now. Exhaling through the nose. And with that deep breath, when you exhale, can you make the sound of the ocean at the back of your throat? Just a gentle press that helps recruit strong core muscles and again triggers your calming system, your parasympathetic system. So that's what we're doing today with that deep breath. Focusing in to calm in these crazy times. Let's start our practice with that. Deep inhale yet one more time to reach a little bit taller through your spine. And we'll rotate the chin today. Exhale, rotate your chin to the right. Good. Inhale, rotate your chin to the left. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling to your left. Now this is a calming flow of breath. Please don't let me tell you how fast or slow you need to go. You're going to use this breath to guide your movement all through your practice. Let it be just as deep as what you just started with your centering and balancing. The next time you exhale over towards that right shoulder, pause, linger there, and let your neck grow tall. Inhale, lift that chin, and exhale, tuck your chin over that shoulder, and then inhale, lift. And many of you know this. Exhale and tuck, inhale and lift. And some of you are new to this. We're just loosening up those neck muscles. And exhale, tuck. Do that at least 3 times, maybe 4. Inhale, and the next time you're ready to exhale, rotate your chin in the opposite direction. Go left. And then rotate your chin, inhale right. And exhale left. We just changed our flow. This is a more energizing and warming flow. Those of you who follow your body, your chi. Nice and easy, inhaling to the right, long spine, long neck, exhaling to your left. Let those shoulders drift away, create a broad collarbone. And the next time you chin goes over that left side, pause to the left, long neck, inhale, lift that chin and exhale, and gentle, lowering that chin over the shoulder, inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Loosening up those muscles along the right side of your neck. Please don't ever feel like you can't massage. Use a hand, use fingers and massage. Using that breath to guide you. Good. One more, finish it through. And when you come to your inhale, bring it back to center and find that deep breath. Good. I'm going to inhale and bring those arms up to goalposts. Exhale and bring them together, pinkies and elbows. Inhale, open broad chest. Pull it back. Do this several times. Let the arms continue to expand just like your breath does, nice and easy. Pulling back maybe a little bit bigger each time. And as you come towards your center, can you lift those elbows and pinkies a little? And then open. Good. Exhale, bring it together and lift. And inhale, open. And we're going to add a twist with this. Hopefully this feels okay on those shoulders. We're going to inhale, open, twist towards your right. Good. Exhale to the center, lift. Good. Inhale, open to your left. Looking for those arms to go into 180 degrees. I know some of you have been out there hiking, biking, running, gardening. Oh my goodness. And as you do this, when you open for a twist, the goal is that your legs stay still. I just found my legs trying to compensate by lifting to make it bigger, and try not to do that. Just let this go to your own natural range without a compensation. I know you're probably not clenching your teeth, but it is weird when we start to do other compensations. Try to keep it isolated. Finish your twist equal, right to left. Oh, that should feel good. Nice. We're going to inhale and open all the way up to the sky. When you're ready, and exhale, big arms. 3 of these. Your own breathing rhythm. Welcome in that positive healing breath and smooth away any ragged edges. Still have that deep, full breathing. Let's take this side to side. This is one of my favorites, never going away. Inhale to the top and exhale over to one side. Inhale through the center, broad open chest and heart. Good. If you're sitting on your towel, which is so nice, isn't it great? It relieves that low back and hip flexors. But if you find it's too big, as you start to put your hand down to the side, you'll probably want to take it out. Now let's pause and linger over to the right. Next time you get there, just reach up through those fingertips and then in the opposite direction through your left hip. Reach those fingers up, reach down through your hip, relax your head. Yes. On inhale, open to the sky, bend your elbow if you need to. I hear we have meteor showers coming this week. Good. And then exhale, roll it forward. Gazing to the ground, maybe even deepening this forward fold. Just on the diagonal, you decide how deep. Let this stretch come around into your lower back. Oh, stretching out all those key muscles. And inhale and lift. And exhale over to the other side when you're ready. And again, reaching in both directions. So it's up from the shoulder, pulling on those ribs rather than shrugging. Pressing that right hip down into the ground, energy in both directions, your yin and yang. Let's inhale, open to the sky. Make sure you take care of looking for those nighttime activities, meteorites. And then exhale forward. How deep do you want this? Very nice. Let's inhale and lift. And exhale away. If you are sitting on a block or a towel, now might be the time to take that out. We're going to shake out those legs a little bit. And let's cross that right knee over. Right knee, left arm is going to wrap around for a nice, easy seated twist. Good. Support with the right hand behind. Inhale and lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, rotate from the belly first. Rotating from the bottom up. And through the chest, maybe the shoulders. Maybe you can gaze to the back wall. It is up to you how much torque you want. But I will say, you're going to get the most out of your twist if you start with the middle first. Not your head, but with all of those core muscles, that center trunk. Bring out those toxins. Let's release. We'll undo the leg. We're going to let it lay down next to the left leg in a number 4. Okay, we're going to crescent. So we're going to support with either a hand or your forearm. Support it here with the right, and inhale, lift with the left. Lift that left hip up, reach with the left fingertips and left toe anchoring your work. Do you want to look to the sky to make it bigger, or look down to the ground and make it a little safer, whatever works for you. Inhale, exhale, and lower it down. Ooh, square up towards that long left leg. Give it a nice flexion. Inhale, exhale, you're going to hinge forward with your heart center. You can caterpillar fingers, just walk them forward. If you want it bigger, harder, nice big arms stretching. But either way your approach, once you get there, hands to the ground. Maybe you can crown your head. Feel that beautiful long stretch along the back side of your hamstrings. This is for you, Susie, because I love you. Reach through those heels. Good, and reach back through your tailbone. Nice. Walk your hands on up. Good, and shake it out. John, too, I know he loves those. Yeah. Left leg across. Wrapping with your right hand. Support with that left hand. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale, start that deep rotation from deep in the belly. Then let it come up through your ribs, shoulders, collarbone, and then maybe look to the back wall. If you want it bigger, you're using the outside of that right elbow. Twists always help us wring out toxins in your organs, your joints, your tissues. That's why they feel so good. Get rid of it. All right. Exhale and bring it back to the front. Uncross. Let that leg sit down into number 4. You've got your left shin on something soft, right? Left hand down. Inhale, lift with the right hip. Lift with that right arm. Just make a nice, soft, little crescent moon shape. And again, all of our poses are going to be more difficult if you gaze to the sky. Easier if your drishti or your focal point gazes down. Okay, let's release. Bring it around. Now you've got that long right leg out there, don't you? Square up your hips and shoulders. Big inhale, exhale. Give it approach with an open heart. And then exhaling, let your hands ground you. Again, this stretch is not just about hamstrings, is it? No. Feel the stretch come around the bottoms of your foot, all the way up the back, low back, maybe even higher up on your back. Beautiful. Let's bring it in. Shake it out. Nice. And we're coming around to all fours. Now, anytime we go to all fours and it doesn't work well for you, first of all, if it's wrists, you can go to knuckles or to forearms. You're welcome to do that. Or you can do this on your side. I know some of you are compromised. You're not able to do this on your side. You can still do cat-cow, right? Any position. Let's try that cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Chin comes up, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding, tucking chin and tailbone for cat. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Think about a broad collarbone. And when you're ready, don't let me tell you when to breathe. Exhale, rounding for your cat. Chin, head heavy. Go through this breathing as it works for you. Articulating your spine, flexion. And then inhale, lengthen for extension. What we're trying to do is just move the spine as it's meant to move, which, fortunately, many of us are very mobile. And if this is not feeling good, we want you to always modify. But certainly want you to keep that spine healthy. It's a great way to do it. Beautiful. Nice. And then from here, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and reach those hands out in front and sit back into a child's pose, palms up in front. And maybe even, palms all the way up. You decide how far back you want to sit. If this bothers your knees, let your hips be high. Good. And then from here, we're going to walk our hands over to one edge of the mat and sit your hips in the opposite direction. Get another side body stretch here. Good. And then bring it up and we'll switch. So hands over to one edge, hips in the opposite direction. And feel that side body stretch. Some of you might even feel it inner thigh. Yeah, beautiful. From here, I'm going to come around to the front again. We're going to do a shoulder twist. Let's take that right arm out to the side. Let's inhale, open, and exhale before you go down to the ground. Some of you know this. Inhale, open again, and exhale, thread it through, and give that 3 nice dynamic twists, and then thread it through with the right palm up. Come on down to that right shoulder with your head down. Good, and as you do that, you've got some options here. Resting on that shoulder, notice the neck stretch. Do you want to push with this left hand and increase your twists? You can reach that left arm forward along the floor. You can also take that left arm to the sky. Now this isn't a progression. It's got intention. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then it's too much. You can add even more left hand to sacrum, or this left hand all the way across around to your opposite hip crease is called a bind. So just play with this. What feels right for you today, right here? Let's release. We'll take that left hand down, bring yourself back on up to all fours. Good, and now left arm up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, threading, but you're not ready yet. Dynamic approach. Inhale and open, find a nice twist. We want to do at least 3 of these. Nice. And then thread it through with the left palm up. Ease on down to your left shoulder, your head, and then decide. Are you good? I find this twist is plenty. With the right hand, you can push, you can reach forward along the floor. Now, if you decide to reach up to the sky, recognize now you're starting to open up that right shoulder, stretching the back side of your left shoulder. So where do you want? Single stretch or double shoulder stretch, whatever works for you. Absolutely beautiful. Let's bring that right hand down. Push yourself on up. Good. And from here, we're going to bring this right foot forward. And I'm going to go on a diagonal here just a little bit. And I'm going to wiggle this foot in front of where my shoulder line is. So it's about 10 to 12 inches in front of those hands, right? Yeah. Let those hips sink down. And maybe offload and do another dynamic approach with this. And offload. Inhale forward, checking that your knee is going to be right over your ankle, not your toes. And then let it settle in. And I just moved to the diagonal so we could see each other. Once you've settled in, do you want to add some upper body? You don't have to. You can stay down. You can add upper body, an arm or 2, and maybe even a gentle opening through your chest. Whatever you're doing, you're thinking open heart, lifting up with your upper body, and sinking strong with those hips into the ground for a strong foundation. Good. Yin and yang, right? Both directions for yoga. And let's exhale and release. And we're going to bring that leg back. And then we'll put the left foot forward. And it goes in line with your hip. It goes in line with your knee and your toe. I'm just going to the diagonal so I can see you. And same story. Do you want to inhale away? Oh, and maybe exhale into this. And take a dynamic approach. Again, it's springtime. I think everybody's getting out and doing a lot more work than we normally do. When you're ready to settle into your nice lunge, there you go. You decide, what do you need to do with this? Please don't force it. Of course, I want you to challenge yourself, but we're not here to work to move into pain. That's never the goal. Relax your shoulders down your back if you can. Stabilizing, strong base, lifting up, energy all the way through your fingertips. Nice. And let's release. Good, we'll bring it back to all fours for just a minute. I want your feet to go wide, your knees to go wide, feet to go wide, and to shift your hips to one side. Good. And then we're going to shift to the other side. Does this make sense? Inner thigh stretch, shift again, and then shift one more time. Oh, doesn't that feel good, little inner thigh? That's for John. In your all fours position, let's go to downward dog. Curling those toes under. Inhale, exhale, lift those hips up high. Pedal through your feet. Oh, how much work are they doing for you these days? Give your feet honor. Slow walk on the beach. Very nice. And then let's land on one leg. You're just going to reach your heel towards the floor. It does not have to touch, right? It doesn't have to touch. Just putting a little weight there, and then we'll switch. Little weight over to the other foot. Yeah, we're just trying to stretch out low leg, bottom of your feet, and regroup. So both feet reaching with those heels, find your new edge. And in your downward dog, make sure you're equalizing weight. Arms to legs. Yes. Hips high, relax your shoulders. Articulating through your feet, okay? And I know you're gonna love this. Come on up to your tippy toes. Woo, while you're up on your tippy toes, bend those knees. Ooh. Now keep your knees back and reach your heels back towards the ground. Feel that stretch come to your shins. Keep your knees back, come back up to tippy toes. Keep your tippy toes, lengthen those legs. Soften your knees and gaze forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Ooh, doesn't that feel good? Now relax into your forward fold for just another minute. Let your torso go long, neck and head go long. And we're gonna just sway this gently from side to side. Maybe those hands clasping or hand to elbow. As you do this, just enjoy how it releases through that low back, inner thigh, and checking in with your feet. All four corners of your feet. Big toe, little toe, and inner outer heel. Let's release it to the center. Soften your knees, tuck your tailbone under. Please roll up nice and slow. Let your spine stack up. Take the time and find your strong mountain pose. Relax your shoulders down and press into your feet. And just a quick test on your strong mountain pose. Many of us either pronate with those feet, roll in, or supinate. Yes? So I want you to piano walk those toes, big toe out to little toe, and make full contact. And as you do that and spread in there, just think about squeezing those heels towards each other. Don't move your feet, just squeeze them towards each other. And do you feel that dynamic tension up the back of your legs, glutes, core? That is your strong mountain pose. Perfect. Let's go to our standing poses, standing asanas. We're gonna go to warrior two. So leave your right foot here and step back with your left. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see me, okay? So right foot forward, toes forward, left foot with the toes to your side wall. Please open up those hips, open up belly and shoulders. Inhale, float up your arms, and exhale, bend that right knee. And as you do this, reach those fingertips away from each other, open chest and hip. And then we're gonna gaze forward over the right hand. Energy, 5 directions, right? Both feet, grounding, both arms, reaching to those fingertips. And there's this gentle lift to the top of your head, lengthening that spine. Warrior two, you're taking your deep breaths here to open up your body, welcome all that positive healing. Beautiful. We're gonna take this into reverse warrior, or I prefer dancing warrior. You're just gonna flip up that right palm, energize through your belly, okay? All right, we're gonna scoop it forward, inhale and lift, and let this left hand just drift down that left leg. And as you do this into your reverse or Dancing warrior, nice tight abdominals. And I do love the forearm. You can take this left forearm behind that low back for this reason. Now this is about recruiting core besides your dancing spirit, your dancing warrior, recruit that core. Gazing to the sky might be difficult for your neck, so don't feel like you have to. You can gaze at that strong bicep or lower easier on your neck. Inhale and lift and release and find your cleansing breath. Okay, we're going to warrior one, and when we go to warrior one, you want to turn those hips. Remember that back foot might feel funny, so you can turn in that back foot 45 degrees. There you go. Inhale and lift. Exhale, sink into that right leg. Again, knee over ankle. Find that beautiful twist. Find the spiral from the back left pinky toe all the way up. Now, if this feels good, can you take that left palm up to the sky? Maybe give it a gentle grasp with the right hand on the wrist. And maybe maybe you can just pull that left arm gently over so you have blowing palm with warrior one. Feel the twist, meet any resistance head on and breathe through it, right? Good, inhale and lift and release. We're gonna take a half step in with this back leg. Toes are facing your forward. Pyramid stance. Clasp those hands behind. Tight core, big inhale and exhale with your chest first. Please take your time. As you sink into this, find your personal edge that works well for you. And then maybe you can lift gently with those arms up overhead. Now these legs are long, so it's a bigger stretch. Activate those arms, let them help you. Inhale and lift, and release. And then step forward to find your strong mountain pose yet one more time. Beautiful. We're gonna leave the left leg and step back with the right. Okay, I'm gonna change again so you can see me. Left toes are to your front, and right toes face the side. If you can remember to line the front heel with the back arch, there's some mechanics for you. What if you forget? I think you'll be okay. Square up those hips, shoulders. Inhale, float up those arms, and exhale, bend that left knee. Beautiful. Sink into this energy through those fingertips and gaze forward over that left hand. Shoulders are over hips. There's nothing assertive in these poses. Nothing. It's all welcoming and peaceful. Warrior two. You got it. Pressing through those feet, make sure you're not rolling inside or outside. Toes are, big toe or pinky toe. Beautiful. Let's go to reverse warrior, dancing warrior. Let's flip up that left palm, recruit through the core. Inhale and scoop. Exhale and sink into this. Right hand down the leg or right arm behind. What works good for you? Let each pose evolve. Find that deep breath. Can you see it? Absolutely. All dancing, so gorgeous. Relaxing your shoulders, gazing up might be difficult. Go ahead and gaze down for your drishti. Beautiful. Inhale and lift and release. Find your calming breath. There you go. Now we're going to go to warrior one. So here come those hips. To turn effectively, bring in the back foot just a little bit. Inhale and reach. And exhale and sink into that left leg. Relax. Relax those shoulders down. Equal energy all the way through your fingertips, open heart, anchoring through that right pinky toe. If it feels good, the right palm goes up to the sky. Maybe a gentle grasp with that left hand on wrist. And then maybe you can pull that right arm across. It's up to you, flowing palm. Just feel that beautiful spiral from your right pinky toe all the way up. Open up those hip flexors. Very nice. All right, inhale, lift and release. We're going to take a half step in. Turn your toes so they're forward. Clasp behind. Big inhale. Exhale with a tight belly to spine connection. Open chest and ease into this.
Feel free to pull up as much as you wish. Relaxing your head, look through your legs if you can. Now energize through the core. Energize your arms. Inhale, let them lift you up. And we'll step forward and find your strong mountain pose one more time. Beautiful. Nice, easy triangles. Yeah, so leave your right leg and step back with your left, okay? And you want to go in a short stride. These legs are long. They're going to be a long stretch. If you can do this against your wall today, do it against the wall, back against the wall. There you go. Let's inhale, float those arms up to your shoulder height. Exhale, I see some of you backing up. Exhale, engage that core and windmill over towards the right. Your hip's going to shift to the left. Good, good, good. Reach those arms away from each other, 12 and 6 o'clock. And, don't let that left shoulder or your head or your hip come off the wall. If it's an imaginary wall, that's fine. Sometimes we get too focused on trying to score or achieve a lower reach, and everything comes down. Try to keep it elevated and flat against that imaginary wall, which means maybe you're not going to go so deep on this right leg, and that's fine. Good. You want revolving triangle? You're going to lower down that left hand, open the right to the rear. And when you twist like this left hand can be above the right knee. It's okay. It does not have to go below. But if it does, and then you reach with that right arm and you go, oh, that hurts. Take that right hand to sacrum. It's all okay. Opening with that twist. Deep breath. Good. Let's lower down that right arm. Inhale, lift with your left. And release. Perfect. Now turn in those right toes so they're at the side wall. Turn forward the left toes. So you just switched. L with the feet. Line up those heels, hips and shoulders. Inhale, float up those arms. Exhale, windmill to the left. You're against your wall. Yes. Hip shifted, reaching, lowering. Left hand on left leg. It does not have to go low. Please think about keeping that right shoulder open, hip. Yeah, in fact, it's so great. I can actually see some of you against your wall. If you need to bend this knee anytime from that long leg position, go ahead and do it. Revolving triangle, only if you want to add on, okay? If you do, you'll lower down that right arm, find a safe place on that left leg, and rotate, revolve the left arm to the rear. Above the knee with the right hand is completely fine. Please don't feel like you have to make all of these huge. You don't. Check in with your feet. Are you rolling in and out? Plant them. Let it be what you need it to be. Nice. We're going to lower down. Left arm. Inhale, lift with the right. Don't you love those twists? Now turn both feet to whichever wall you're facing, okay? Forward. And get a little wider. Yeah. We're not locking. There's no purpose in locking. There's a tiny micro bend in those legs because we're going to grasp behind. Either interlocking hands, hand to elbow, or namaste behind your back. You choose. Nice tight belly to the core. Nice big breath. Inhale. Exhale with an open heart. And take it nice and slow. As you go forward, let your tailbone lift. Press through those heels. Maybe lift and lengthen your arms. Whatever you need to do, let your head go heavy and look through those legs. Beautiful. Now we're going to activate those arms. Micro bend in those knees. Inhale and lift yourself up. If that ever bothers you, you can always heel toe knee and walk those knees in and then tuck and lift. Bring those feet together. Come to the base of your mat. It is time for the balance pose. Special requests. Oh, you guys always tell me what you want. We're going to do knee in hand, foot in hand, or whatever version of that works for you, okay? Remember your bundas. I keep talking about pulling your belly in towards spine. So that is a bunda. Lock it in nice and tight. We're going to anchor through this right foot, and Dristi is your focal point. Now, if you need your wall or your piece of furniture, get it. All right, here we go. Engage. Be strong, and let's lift up this left knee. Perfect. Can you grab around the shin? Even if it's one hand. Good, and can you walk the hands down to the foot? Let it go a little heavy and stretch out your arms and shoulders. And if that still feels good, extend it out. Get a leg extension, maybe a crowning of the head forward. And some of you are going to feel like, wow, I can really do this today with the toe grasp and bring it to the outside. Please don't ever force your balance pose. I just want you on the right leg. That's all you need to accomplish. Find balance, you will find core strength. Beautiful. Let's bring it in nice and gentle. And release it down. No quick exits. That's not our goal. There you go. Left side. Plant. Dristi. Bundas. Let's bring up that right leg. And you can always change your mind if you want to get to the wall. You can do that now, or piece of furniture. Maybe you can walk your hands down, foot in hand. All right, great. If that works, try extending. Again, it's about balance, and maybe you can crown that head forward. And if you're feeling really good, every now and then we'll take this gentle to more intermediate. You decide. Arm out or up, or whatever works for you. Again, it is about balance. I just want you to find left leg. Really all you need to do. I love it. Now very gently, slow and methodically, bring it on in. Release it down. Perfect. Come on back to the end of your mat. Now, I should have said, this is the time where we're going to be close to our wall. We're going to do a little bit of work on our mat, and then we're going to get the legs up the wall. So if you missed this at the beginning, I have a chair here today, so I can actually lay my legs up against that wall here in a few minutes. You may choose to take Zoom, YouTube with you somewhere else. Let's take a big breath. Good, then inhale and exhale, and release it down. And let's forward fold first. Let's let this body start to cool. While you're here, your head is heavy. You're gonna bend one knee, right? Let the other one be straight and long. The straight and long leg, maybe you can lift those toes. And then switch. Bend the other knee. Let the other leg be long and maybe lift those toes. Good. And then let's release. Come on down to a restful pose. Child's pose, palms up, forehead resting. You can do arms forward, knees wide, whatever works for you. The goal here is cooling your body. So find your breath. Let your back muscles spread wide like wings. And I did see a flying bald eagle today. Unmistakable. Think about that wingspan of those great big birds. That's you. Spread it wide. Good. And from here, we're going to come on down to the mat. You don't need your furniture or wall yet. We got to do this next stretch. I know that Lynn is here, right? So onto your abdomen. One ear on the mat with your palms up and toes uncurled. If you need a little support, use that folded towel or your hand as a little pillow. Okay, not trying to move into pain. We just want an easy neck stretch here. Excellent. And then let's switch. Other ear on the ground. Recognizing that we often get tight because we dominate just like I'm doing on one side, right? When you sleep. All right. And then chin on the ground. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We are going to do some back extensions. I've moved to diagonal so I can see you. We'll go to modified cobra first, king cobra next. Then we'll do some bigger extensions. So hands hovering if you want a little bit extra work, but you've got to anchor this, right? You got to give it a counterbalance. So zip your legs together, toenails are down, belly button in. Woo, there you go. Now you're ready. Inhale and lengthen that spine. Think about energy shooting through the top of your head. Squeeze those elbows just ever so gently. And recognize it's not about your nose. Yeah, it's just about shining that heart center forward. Hands can go down anytime. Legs are still zipped. If you want to continue through your king cobra, please feel free. This will heat you up again. Opening up that chest, soft elbows down by your side. Try not to shrug those shoulders. Good, let's release it down. Push yourself up and back. Find your spinal flexion to counterbalance that spinal extension. Good, we're gonna lay it down one more time. You got 2 more things on your abdomen here. Now, some of us don't feel good about reaching those arms forward, and that's fine. If they need to go to goalpost, bend the elbows. Zip up your legs. Recognize this is about upper body, not lower. Inhale, lengthen, and reach with a longer arm. And again, if it feels better, go to goalposts. If you can lift, lengthen, then make a choice, conscious choice with tight abdominals, maybe the legs, and we'll borrow from Joseph Pilates with some flutters. Yeah, arms, legs if you want them, and they're coordinated and synchronized. Firing up that body. Heat it up, and release it down. Hands underneath. Push yourself up and back and find that child's pose, pose of devotion one more time. Good. And bring it up. Onto the mat. Now you've got one more. You're gonna love this. Some of you remember really well. So from here, let's do left ear on the mat, right? Left arm extended. Left ear down, left arm extended. Bend your right elbow, bend your right knee. And I'm extended out in the 90-degree. Good. Now I'm going to lift up this right leg to go up and over, nice and slow. Holding on with my right hand, opening up the hip flexors. Woo, but how about that left shoulder gets down on the bottom? Anybody feeling hunched over all your devices these days? Shoveling in the garden? Bicycling? It's a great way to open up all of those muscles. Good. Now slowly, let's release it down. And then we're gonna switch. The right arm goes out to the perpendicular, right ear down. Bend your left knee, bend your left elbow, and let this left leg come up and over your body. Ever so slowly. Open up those hip flexors. And aware of your bottom shoulder. Ooh, that right shoulder get a nice opening. Please don't overload this. Listen to your body and your breath. Excellent. Let's release it down. And one more time, bring those hands in. Push yourself up and back. And find that child's pose or pose of devotion. Ooh, la la. And from here, now it's time for your piece of furniture or your wall. You guys lap this big leather chair. I can actually just move in. Isn't that crazy? So wherever you go, before you get too scrunched in there, we're gonna do a couple bridges because we just did a whole bunch. Yeah. Hands down by your side. And I'm ready that my feet can go on something. If you're still walking around, that's okay. Hands down by your side. plant your feet. Inhale, exhale, tilt your pelvis and lift up with those hips. Please gaze forward, easier on your neck, and energize through that back side of your body. You need to rock a little, get those shoulders supporting this bridge, not your neck, open throat. Feet, shoulders support your bridge. Do you want to clasp those hands underneath? You are welcome to. Now, if anybody's looking for a challenge, you don't have to. Keep your hips parallel, whatever you do. Lift one foot to a tippy toe, and then set it down. Don't let your hips wobble. Other foot to a tippy toe, and then set it down. You're like, Becky, that was easy. Okay, don't let your hips wobble. Come on up to tabletop. Set it down, don't let your hips wobble. Other foot. So tippy toe or tabletop. You're not doing this unless you feel strong. One more time. I see some good work going on. Are you getting nice and warm and hot? Good. That's what it's for. Undo those hands, roll down your spine, one vertebrae at a time, and bring those knees in. Nice bridge work. Great way to strengthen and lengthen your spine. You did a good job. All those muscles running up and down around the spine. Beautiful. Here we go. Now, I'm a little far away. So if you're gonna be up against something, get as close as you can so that your legs are literally up and down. Does that make sense? I'm close. I'm not quite close enough. But really, you want your glutes just almost up against that wall. Nice. From here, here's what's important, is you're gonna rock this pelvis. You're gonna rock your pelvis under and over, or we could call it front and back. Notice I have micro bend in my knees. Somebody's kitty cat is getting into the yoga today. I love it. Love it. Rocking your pelvis. So we're just nice and slow. We're continuing to rock it forward and back. And what happens when you rock it forward, right, your low back pushes into the mat. When you rock your pelvis back, you get a nice mouse run underneath. Continue that motion, nice and easy. And then let it get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. What happens when you make these micro movements with the pelvic tilt? Two things. We're finding neutral, but wow, it gets deep under those surface muscles into those deep muscles inside the pelvis and low back where it attaches. Now find what you think is your neutral. Okay, now you did the front back. Now we're going to do it side to side. As you reach one heel up the wall and then the other heel up the wall, oh, now the pelvis is tilting right to left and left to right. Oh, you got it. Perfect. Just reach. Where's my good friend Mary? I hope you're doing this today. Oh, this feels so good. And again, we probably started out pretty big because that's who we are. And then, we're going to let it get smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, and not uncommon that you have a hip that sets either more right forward or tilts more right forward or back, not exactly square. And sometimes that causes some aggravation in those muscle imbalances. And this is a great way to get deep inside there and stretch out where those tightnesses are. Nice. Small, small, small. Super micro small. Awesome. Find your neutral or your new neutral. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to cross one leg over the top. I prefer it above your knee if you can get it above your knee, but if you can't, that's okay. And now we're going to let that heel slide down the wall, your quote unquote wall. Ooh, as you do that, get that number 4. Here comes your pigeon stretch. Exactly. So let those legs come right towards you. Think if you can, yeah, and I'm reaching through to grab on to support this. Think about pressing your tailbone down towards the sky, down, not towards the sky. Tailbone down towards the ground, not to the sky. And relax your head if you can. Sometimes those are compensating movements that we'll do. And try to relax into this. Good. Maybe take that top elbow and squeeze it inside that knee. Push it out. How's this hip stretch feel? It is a pigeon stretch. It is a pigeon hip opener, hip release. Beautiful. And you are breathing, right? Good. Release into this. Try to find some deep breath. I know, we're holding it for a little bit. All right, and let's release. How do you do this? Unloose that and release that tension. There you go. Uncross. We're going to cross the other leg over. Above the knee is preferred. Let that heel slide down the wall. Yeah, you want to reach through and grab on and help this. I just don't want to push my lightweight chair away. It's not that heavy. Good. Reach through. Maybe take that elbow inside that knee and push it away. Tailbone down if you can. Don't force anything, and head down. Check into this. I also just found something I did that I was cheating. This bottom knee, if it sways away, probably trying to offload some of this work. Please don't try to correct it. It's like when you're in a half pigeon or sleeping pigeon, when you roll off to one hip, we'll do that. Please don't force it. Just recognize we want the bottom leg that's pushing against the wall to come right up towards shoulder, right up towards that hip line. Are we breathing? Yes. Good. And let's let that leg slide up, uncross. Beautiful. I think I worked myself away. Heels together and let the whole thing slide down. Knees go wide and open into your cobbler pose. And again, if you want some gentle pressure to help push those knees open, just find a nice, easy cobbler. This is about opening inner thighs. Now, a lot of times we're trying to hold tension and hold this together. Relax, because if you're against the wall or a piece of furniture, you can just let it fall open. Beautiful. Now, from here, it is time for your Shavasana, or your pose of relaxation, and some of you love this. And you can just feel free to stay right here or extend those legs up the wall. You're giving so much relief for your heart and for your legs. But if you're not comfortable there, then feel free, put those legs down on the ground or roll to one side. I want you to find your own personal pose of relaxation, your own personal Shavasana. And we're going to give this a few minutes to settle in. I will keep track of the clock, okay? Promise, won't keep you much longer. Just a few moments of quiet for yourself. And as you settle in, relaxing into your mat, feel the weightlessness of those heavy muscular legs. Oh my gosh, refreshed. And the opening in the bottoms of your feet. Good. And openness across your belly and your chest. And relaxation across your shoulders, down your arms, to your fingertips. And your head heavy into the mat, letting those shoulders fall open and relaxed. Notice how effortless your breath has become. Let it flow through your body, all the way from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet and back through, rejuvenating and restoring your whole body, your tissues, your joints. Effortless breath. Feel the ease around your heart, the openness and clarity in your mind. And this is when we find balance. Connected mind, heart, body, all balanced due to your good practice today. And with that balance comes calm and capacity. So if someone has been needing you or hurting, or you just have a message to send to the world, now's a great time. Send that positive, loving, healing thought and know that you are heard with love. With your next breath, feel the cool calmness, the air around you, fingers to your toes. Come on back to the present moment. Maybe take a breath, bring a knee in or two. Give yourself a hug for being here today. Give yourself gratitude. Know that everything you did today was just perfect. You are welcome to stay right there. If you'd like to close your practice in a different position, you can do that. You can roll over to your side or come up to a seated position, whatever's comfortable for you. We just want to close those circles. And as I go through life, I realize the older I get, the more important it is. Close those circles when you can. We'll borrow a saying from India. There's so many translations, but I do like this one. And oh, I can feel my heart to your heart. I know you get this. I honor that place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor that place in you, which is of light, of love, and peace, and truth. And when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, then we are one. Namaste. Let your head always follow your heart. And many, many thanks for spending this time with me today. I so appreciate you and what you're doing for yourself and giving me the gift of this time of yours today. So take it with you. Spread it out, all that beautiful energy and that love. I cannot thank you enough for being here. Be aware that we have lots of YouTube classes on our link, and it's right on our website and right on our app. So Parker Recreation YouTubes, you know, I'm going to miss some of you tonight for Pilates, but maybe I'll see you, you know, in spirit, and we'll do YouTube together. I so appreciate it. You guys take care of yourself. I love you so much. You're so awesome for being here. I got to walk all the way up to say hi and then get this screen off. It's so fabulous. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And you're chatting at me, aren't you? Oh, well, I'm going to read this. I think you are the perfect ones. Thanks, Elizabeth. I'm so grateful for all of you in so many ways. You have no idea. It's been really good. Really good to see you. Thank you so much. You guys take really good care of yourselves. And seriously, you've got a beautiful energy. Before you know it, we'll be tired of ourselves in the studio. Signing off. Love you.